I'm from the UK. So the 45% of the waste that's recycled in the UK is often sorted directly by the consumer. And we grew up knowing that we have to put our plastic bottles and our cans in the recycling bin, so in the household. And ever since the 1990s, there's been a really sustained education campaign to educate people about the importance of recycling. I remember there was a really powerful advert that said, "Recycle, the possibilities are endless."
They have a very good basis primer, that they have a very good sorting system. The responsibility of consumers is to separate the waste. China also has a very unique situation because Chinese, they like to cook. And the food residue is very different from Western countries, so which make these food residue in the waste much more complicated and very white.
So European countries like Germany, Sweden, or even Japan, that are known as some of the highest rates of recycling in the world, all have different systems of how they've managed to get to this point. And it's taken decades, sometimes up to 40 years to get there. So it's a combination, the first being this massive education campaign, a huge amount of goodwill, a lot of money from the government, different legal frameworks that have been put in place and rigorously enforced. The challenge is really huge, and it's big. It's not just from a consumer, and it's not just from the government. Every actor in the chain has got to make the big push.
We should also look for the real business, the real circular business, to make this running, instead of just the kind of some public events or some short-term events. We should realize even now we start this waste separation in Shanghai, but this is still at the beginning stage. This is still to raise the awareness of consumers, let the consumers realize how to separate, and they should also take the responsibility to change this awareness. Sustainable consumption lifestyle is always the key to solve these waste issues.